There's a mother in the cold who can't afford to heal. There's a child going hungry, begging for a decent meal. There's a man who served this country, sleeping out beneath the rain, while the ones who hold the power never feel this kind of pain. We built a world of plenty while we let the poor go under. We turned our heads from suffering and tore the world asunder. But every soul deserves a roof, a better fighting chance, and every voice deserves the right to rise and not just dance. How long can we keep walking past the wounded in the street? How long before we lift the broken, lying at our feet? We need a change, a voice of reason. We need a hand through every season. No one should fall and stay forgotten on the ground. We rise as one, but none of us are rising now. There's a sickness spreading wider than a fever in the bone. It's the kind that lives in justice, handed out to some alone. There's a system built to favor those who never had to fall, while the rest of us are drowning, barely standing, barely tall. We don't need another promise dressed in hollow, empty gold. We need the doors wide open. We need mercy, free and bold. The color of your skin, the one you love, the way you pray, should never be the reason that you're pushed out of the way. How long can we keep building walls instead of building bridges? How long before we tear down all the crooked, broken ridges? We need a change, a voice of reason. We need a hand through every season. No one should fall and stay forgotten on the ground. We rise as one, but none of us are rising now. Stand up for the ones who can't stand up alone tonight. Speak up for the ones who lost the will to speak or fight. A nation isn't measured by the towers that it's grown. It's measured by the way it treats the weakest of its own. So tear the old foundations down and build a fairer place, where dignity's a right and not a privilege or a grace. We've waited long enough for someone else to make the call. The voice of reason rises when we rise as one for all. We need a change, a voice of reason. We need a hand We rise as one, or none of us are rising now.